Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just signing on to the chat or signing on to the live stream, you're about to watch a great match. This is the 4th annual George Ginky Sansushi Memorial. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards. I'm Upstate Al, right here in Astoria, Queens, New York. We're going to watch a match between two champions, Mike Dechaine and Corr. It's going to be a race to 8. We want to thank a lot of the sponsors that are on board. Big shout out to Coast Restorations. If you need any kind of pool table repairs, these are the guys to call. 845-489-8154. No job too small, no job too big. Get in touch with these guys right here. A big shout out to Steinway Billiards for hosting this event. Lacassi Q's, Lacassi Hybrid, AZ Billiards, live stream news group on Facebook, the Tap League, Simonis Cloth. You see their banners draped all over the pool room. Big shout out to Fast Lenny for his donations of 3 DVDs. The Power One Pocket with Scott Frost. We will be giving another one away tomorrow. AccuStats, 9 DVDs donated by AccuStats Video Productions. Thank you so much. Once again, azbilliards.com. Please become a member. The Predator Tour. We're ready to roll as Mike Dechaine and Corr are about to get underway here. So let's get down to the action. But before we do, and we're going to see, I guess they flipped. And Corr won. We're going to be here next weekend at Gotham City Billiard Club in Brooklyn. $3,000 added amateur event. The Tri-State moves into Gotham City Billiards alongside AZBTV and NYC Grind. We're going to bring you the live stream from that room. All diamond equipment. You got to see the equipment in that room. If you want to play, get there early. Believe me when I tell you. This is going to be a great match right here. There she is. Corr. We can get a side view. Look at the snooker stands that she has. Such solid mechanics. Yes, and let me mention that Mike Dechaine is also sponsored by OBQs. And Corr by Straight Shots. Guys, we know that CMB WSU is busy in the background taking screenshots and crossing and dotting I's, crossing T's and dotting I's on our winners. So if you can please help him out, we do appreciate it, and help everybody out by sharing the information. Look at him. So please, there you go. I know Suna said it, and there it is in the chat. Please share this information via social networking. Let everybody know. It's not every day that we're going to see champions such as these in this memorial. So let's get the word out there. Do it for CMB WSU and do it for pool. All right, we're going to have Tony Robles and his lovely wife. We're going to have Tony. He's going to be set up on number 2. We're going to have Allison Fisher sit in with Mr. and Mrs. Robles.
Is it starting now?
It just started. Mike Dechaine is, oh, I'm sorry. Mike Dechaine is up 1-0. So we got to get the score updated.
All right. Well, we'd like to welcome everyone who's tuning in. And over here we have Allison Fisher and my beautiful wife, Gail Glazebrook, Robles.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm back.
You are watching Mike Dechaine versus Karen Corr. I'm not sure what happened in the first rack, but I know he's up 1-0.
Yeah, Mike has struck first blood.
I think he just called the bank.
We'll be doing a little multitasking while in here with the booth.
Hey.
Getting some updates posted to the NYC Grind Facebook page.
Let me ask you something, Tony. That first opening shot, were you surprised that he went for the bank there? 'Cause it was kind of a wild shot.
Yeah, but you know what it is? When you're playing every day and you play at this level, most players don't have any real weaknesses. And when you have that type of supreme confidence, you're confident shooting any shot.
Gotcha.
I've seen players that bank that ball like it's a hanger in the pocket.
Oh, it just seemed to me it was such an easy safety.
Mm-hmm.
Karen had a really strong win earlier today on the live stream table. She was playing Kevin Guimond, and it was hill, and she made awesome 2 shots to get on the 9 ball, 7 and the 8 ball, both difficult shots, and she nailed them.
Oh, they were tremendous.
Yeah, I didn't actually see it, but I heard it. I heard about it.
Really good.
Very impressive.
Oh, he hit that one on the fixed side there, but I think he's good. It's a good thing the 3 hit the 10 on that side.
Anybody know how good Karen's jumping game is?
Oh, she jumps pretty good.
Does she really?
Yeah.
She does, yeah.
I'm just curious, not saying she's going to jump this ball. It's just out of curiosity.
But, you know, I think the reckless shot that he took this rack was that the way he kicked the 2 ball. It's like it didn't really matter, but, you know, that's I guess that's what's good about being supremely confident.
Yeah, Karen actually called the 10 ball in the side pocket.
Well, I tell you what, she missed it by about a couple of inches.
Yeah, but now Karen's going to be given the shot back. And that's going to be, Karen's not used to the call safe addition. She's used to the call shot only. So this new element to 10 ball, we're going to see an internal struggle of the 2-way shot. You know, that gets into your brain that I want to do the 2-way shot. That's what I'm used to. That's what I'm comfortable with. And so she's going to have to learn. She's going to have to adjust to the fact that the 2-way shot's not an element in call shot, call safe.
Yeah, that's why I started calling safe on my kick shots.
Yeah.
Mike should be out from here. I mean, the only tricky shot here is a 6 to the 7. But if he gets a good enough angle on the 6, he should be able to cut it back. He can also make the 7, not just in the lower right-hand corner, but in the side pocket by where the 4 is.
Left a lot of angle. He's got... This is one of those speed shots. You're going to have to hit it good. But he's Mike Dechaine. Shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah, he hit that great. I mean, you have to have really good control to hit that shot like that, to nail it like that. So
And I believe this is a winner's side match, correct?
That's correct.
This is a winner's side match.
And win or lose, the players will be back tomorrow. Bringing back the top 12 tomorrow for the final day of the Ginky Memorial.
This is the 4th annual George Ginky Sansusi Memorial Tournament here at Steinway Billiards in New York City. And you are watching Mike Dechaine and Karen Corr play a winner's side match, race to 8. My name is Gail Glazebrook-Robles, and I'm commentating with Tony Robles and Allison on the grind Fisher.
That's right.
From NYC Grind.
And this is the 2nd year that it's been held here at Steinway. The first 2 years were held at Amsterdam.
And it just grew too big to be at Amsterdam. That's the God's honest truth.
Most definitely. It was.
I mean, if it weren't
crowded.
for the 3-day event, we either did it on. This is the first time we're doing a Memorial Day weekend, but we always did it on Labor Day weekend. But I would only do this tournament if it were 3 days long.
Yeah, we'd never get through it. We are lucky enough to be streaming live thanks to AZB TV, co-produced by NYC Grind. So thank you very much to Upstate Owl, Jerry, Allie, Bob at home doing the monitoring. What do you call it? The
moderating.
Moderating, thank you.
Live stream news. We've got awesome sponsors supporting all of this stuff here. And we'll get back to Mike's break. Score is 2-1, or excuse me, 2-0.
Yeah,
Wow,
he's like Shane Lamboni. He makes that second ball, on either side, and it's deadly. It's deadly when you're consistently making that ball on the side like that.
What would happen if that were to be realized that the 10 ball wasn't on the table and the player kept shooting? Is there a rule for that? I don't know what happens.
What would happen?
That's actually a very, very good question. And only my beautiful, lovely wife would do that to me.
I come up questions that even Tony can't answer. We'd have to ask Benny about that.
No, it would be, in my opinion, it would be a foul only because, it's a player's responsibility to see that the 10 ball went in and put it up before the first shot is taken.
Oh, so Karen actually did Mike a favor.
Yeah.
Oh. It'd be funny if he got to the 9 ball and go, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, if nothing is said after the first shot, then we go to the if you snooze, you lose rule.
Oh, okay. I see.
If you don't say anything, then the 10 just comes right up.
Gotcha.
Something must be said by the opposing player before the shot is taken.
I see.
Oh, this was a blink and you miss it rack for sure.
And you could tell Mike is playing very hungry because he won the first annual Ginky Memorial. And, then finished second to Earl in the second annual Ginky Memorial, which Earl won in Amsterdam Billiards. So he definitely wants to win it again. So Mike takes the lead 3-0. And like in this game, you never know. But if he continues making that second ball,
Yep.
like that, it's tough to stop.
Agreed.
Check.
I like the fact that he put the Ginky logo on top of the Empire State Building. He loved the city, that's for sure. See the 4 ball, the second ball went straight in the side.
Wow. I think these two play often, don't they? Because of the Joss Tour?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't followed the Joss Tour in quite some time because I've been so busy with you running the NEPL.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Whoa, oh, that's a foul.
What just happened?
Hold on, they're going to bring Tony to the table.
No, but you hit the 8, right? I don't know if it hit the 8. No. What? Okay, I don't know.
So the question that Mike was asking is that we don't play all ball fouls, but we do play if after you've made contact with the cue ball, if something is moved illegally, whether it be a ball, a piece of chalk runs into a ball, you move it with your stick, the bridge, doesn't matter. After the cue ball's been contacted, it is a foul. And so the question was, did the piece of chalk actually touch the 8 ball? And our spectators gave a firm no, it did not touch the 8 ball.
Very well said, my lovely wife.
Thank you. You're tired, wife.
You guys are too cute. That's all I can say.
But we're looking forward to seeing Game of Thrones when we get home tonight.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm itching to get to the Game of Thrones.
It was really
episode.
cool when we went to Dubrovnik, Croatia, in our honeymoon to find out that we were in the middle of King's Landing.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And with the filming the series, it's pretty awesome.
So what so far, Tony, Gail, would you say have been the remarkable things happening here at the Ginky Memorial?
Remarkable things. Well, I mean, me personally, I'm really glad that pool can sometimes be a hostile sport in that people get mad if the balls don't roll their way, or, you know, somebody feels somebody's not behaving the way they should at the table. And
Right.
for the most part, the Ginky Memorial seems to bring out the best in everybody. And I really love that this tournament seems to go smoothly. It seems everybody puts their best foot forward. They're all sportsmen, like the way they behave at the table. So for me, I think, because Ginky was a huge fan of just being at the table, being a professional. He always dressed well. He always carried himself, or he tried to carry himself with a professional manner at the table. And so I think everybody emulating that is a very good tribute to him during this memorial. That's probably my favorite aspect of this tournament.
I agree 100% because they knew what a professional he was and how classy he was and how he conducted himself in professional events, and they want to make sure that they continue honoring that, you know, when they play in the event. So people are really careful. You know, a lot of times they'll even come up to me and say, you know, I want to talk to you about something that happened in Ginky Memorial in the following predatory event, because they didn't want to bring it up because out of respect for the event. So I respect that. I really do.
Very good. That's really great to hear. It does have that sort of feel, and everyone has been very positive. It's always great to see.
Yeah, it is. Well, I have sort of bad news from my lovely wife.
What?
Just found out in the chat room that there is no Game of Thrones on tonight on HBO.
Why?
Maybe because it's Memorial Day weekend. I don't know.
Oh, that's crap.
No, they just, 2 people just wrote it.
I'm just saying it's crap that they're not having an episode because of Memorial Day.
Or maybe if they're doing a mid-season break like they do in they did in Smallville and Walking Dead, The Walking Dead.
Ah. I'm totally out of the loop with this stuff. This is out of my realm.
That's because you're so busy working on the grind.
I know. I don't ever even watch TV.
Do you even know what a TV is?
Barely.
Karen's in a particular pickle here. She has a 110 lined up, nice and sweet. Unfortunately, the 6 and the 3 ball are in her way.
And it looks like the 7 might possibly be in the way of the, she might have to load this up to spin to widen the angle coming off the second rail in order to avoid running into the 7.
Oh boy.
Good try.
Well, this is unfortunate because obviously now Mike having ball in hand.
Did he? I guess he called safety on that shot. That's why she had to shoot that ball. I'm assuming.
Okay, guys, that puts the score at 5-0 for Mr. Dechaine. It is a race to 8 games here at the Ginky Memorial at Steinway Billiards in Astoria, New York.
Yeah, and this place is still bouncing. Lots of people here.
It is.
There are a lot of people
Yeah,
here.
lots of people here. I want to thank everybody here at Steinway. They work so hard to keep the players happy. Everybody putting in a great effort. So we thank Manny and Anna and their whole staff.
And George. Yeah.
And George running the show.
And if you're in the area, we highly, highly, highly recommend coming down. You will not be disappointed. Not only is there great seating for spectators, but the food here cannot be beat. They create not only regular pool room, great food, cheeseburgers, wraps, all the pizza, good stuff, but they've got amazing Greek food. Manny, Anna, and George are all Greek.
Yep.
And so they've got authentic Greek food that Tony and I can vouch is just as good as if you were in Greece.
Yeah, yeah, because we just came back from Greece.
Yeah,
So.
and it was literally just as good. We were really impressed. So if you're in the area, we really recommend coming down and supporting the room and watching the pros and the amateurs. We got 6 amateurs coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, their rice pudding is so good.
Yeah. But that's pretty amazing, huh? We started out with 128, and we're going to end up bringing the final 6 tomorrow.
That is awesome. Are there ladies that are still in the running?
Julie just got knocked out. Julie Ha, and you were also in the cash.
I
Came
did
in
cash.
top
yeah,
24.
I finished, yeah, 17th through 24th.
And Erin
means that-
Beckner also cash. She was in the top 32.
Oh, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
What about Annie?
I don't think Annie made it to the second day today.
No. Oh.
I didn't see Annie.
She had
You're
a very
right.
good win yesterday on the stream table.
Yep. I think those are the only two. Emily was doing. I saw Emily shooting for a while on the Open Pro. She joined the Open Pro today, and she was doing her thing.
Hit that good. Hit that real good. I don't see any problems here. I mean, it's just shoot the 3 or the 4, go 2 rails on the side, then stop, shoot the 7 in the corner, stop in the 8, draw back for the 9. I don't really see any problems here.
No.
Yeah, someone asked if he called the 10. Over here in the Predator Tour, we have a rule where when we play in the 10 ball event, you're only allowed to call 1 ball. You cannot call both.
Could you not call 2 balls, and if only 1 falls, and you lose your turn?
Yeah, well, you lose your turn if you call both. You can only call one or the other. You cannot.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Hmm? So tough to win if you can't shoot, if you're not allowed to shoot.
I always get a kick out of watching Mike. You ever notice Mike kind of licks his cue when he's stroking the ball sometimes?
No.
He gets his chin right down on his cue stick. Everybody has a unique thing. I really enjoy watching some of the unique things that they do. Like Mika has the hand wiggle.
Yeah.
Right.
when he's disappointed in the outcome, he's got the hand wiggle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I watch Mike, and Mike has this thing where he, he's he's definitely got his chin right over the cue stick.
Well, we'd like to thank Predator Cues for once again sponsoring the tour for the 6th consecutive year.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. They've been with us since day 1, and JP Parmentier put together this 3D logo for us, which looks amazing. It's stunning, and JP is a dear friend of ours, and we had a great time in Paris with him when we were on our honeymoon. We hooked up with his family. Boy, that break is so deadly. I mean, look at that. Look.
Look.
Ah.
Call the Call the plumber. There's a leak on table 10.
Yeah. It's very, very high. He made 4 balls on the break and 10 balls. That's pretty strong.
One of the events earlier this year with Zion, I remember he made something like 6 balls on the break. It was insane.
I'm surprised Zion didn't play.
Zion hasn't been playing that much. Up there you go. He finally missed one. The guy is human.
Probably sharked him with my iPad. I was taking an iPad photo.
The alley effect.
Allie, you should know better.
Wow.
But anyway, getting back
Gotta
to the
do my
sponsors, I
job.
want to make sure that we also thank Ozone Billiards, which is an official sponsor of the Predator Pro-Am Tour, as well as Delta 13 racks. How awesome are Kyle, Kristen, and Terry Tiger?
Absolutely.
Delta 13 has been with us since day one as well, and they have been absolutely phenomenal, so we can't thank them enough either.
The National Amateur Pool League.
National Amateur Pool League, Rob Ullman of PoolOnTheNet.com, Jerry Tarantola and Addison Fisher of NYC Grind,
Ron Mason.
Ron Mason of Gotham City Technologies, Mike Howerton, Jerry Forsyth, and of course again JP Parmentier of azbilliards.com. Just when you have so many great people that you're working with, it makes it all that much more special, you know?
Well, we are very, very happy to be a part of the tour and be a part of the competition and all these great players and the great rooms that we've been able to visit. It's a great blessing in my life.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have you, Allie. You know that.
I don't plan on going anywhere.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good shot.
Allie's back.
Allie's back. I always say it. That's what I wanted to say when she told me you came in the money. Allie's back.
That's all right.
For those of you in the area, if you also come down to Steinway, 2 really cool opportunities for souvenirs. You've got Daniel Dagadot actually has a really cool new thing. I've never seen it at a pool event before. He's got a photo booth. So you can come down, have your picture taken with some Ginky memorabilia in the background, and he'll print out the picture, and there's the Ginky tournament logo, the tours that ran the event, the date, Steinway Billiards, and it's a really nice souvenir piece that you're only going to be able to get this one time. So that's kind of a cool new feature that we have this year. And also we've got Jimmy and David. They made Ginky shirts for this event, specialized just for this event. They do it every year, and so their T-shirts available this year. And we've got Focused Apparel also in the house as usual. Focused Apparel's got some really great products, so if you're in the area, you'll be able to get those products as well. Come on down.
And we have Ginky's family here. Irene Sansusi, his sister.
Yeah.
You know, his nephew, Jimmy, and his 2 nieces, Gina and Erin. He hit that great.
Wow, look at that shot.
He's just in the zone.
Well, you know, when you're a great shot maker and you have a lethal break, that's a very tough combination to be. Your game has to be on, number 1, and your break has to be on, number 2.
Okay, Mike is on the hill.
Allie, you asked the question. What's our favorite part of this? What is your favorite part of the Ginky Memorial? You cover it, so you know the ins and outs of the whole event as well. What's your favorite part?
I think my favorite part is that so many different people come from other areas. There's so many great players from New England, there's players from Virginia, from Ohio, Maryland, yeah, all over the place.
One
so
guy
I
even
think
came
that's
from
one
Kentucky.
of the coolest things. Really?
Yeah. Virgil Bedouin.
That's awesome.
He came all the way from Kentucky to play in our event. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I really like seeing new faces, and the people that come here to support the event.
I totally know what you're saying. You know, there were so many times there were people out in the on the tables, and people said, "Who's that guy?" And I'm like, I don't know. And I tend to know everybody that's playing because we run the tour. And there were so many people. I'm like, I don't know his name. I don't know who he is. I have no idea. And that is super cool because you get to meet new people and see a different game. And
Yeah, I love that.
totally.
Well, did you see that miscue that just happened on the one ball?
No. It was a miscue, huh?
Mike broke and make, I think, 2 balls on the break, and then was going for the 1 ball miscue.
The weekend's been going by so fast, it's hard to believe it's Sunday night already.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you have this memorial. It always goes by very quickly. You know, you're always running, making sure everything gets done.
Yeah, I know there's so much more that I want to be doing.
Yeah, by Tuesday, Tony and I usually crash.
So guys, for those of you wondering about the brackets, if you check out nycgrind.com and the NYC Grind Facebook page, I will be posting updates at the end of the day so you can find out who is still in the event.
And actually, I think Mandy just put up pictures on the Predator Pro-Am Tour's Facebook fan page.
All right, awesome.
You actually get to see some pictures of them if you're interested. I think.
Good deal.
I think just recently.
Very nice.
And I mean, this is such a champion.
Oh,
Down
yeah.
7-0. Finally gets the open table, and she's like, you know, I'm just going to show you I still can play. I can play jam up if you give me an opportunity.
That's right.
Or she's probably saying, I got him exactly where I wanted him.
I love
Nice.
it.
Very nice.
And Karen Corr, the Irish
Okay.
invader, gets on the board.
She is on the board. And the score now 7-1 in the race to 8. Let's see what we got going on. Coast to Coast Restorations supporting the tour. AZB TV. These
Very
guys
cool
work
looking
so
logo.
hard. Look at this.
That is really awesome.
And that's Bob. What is it, Enslow? Bob CMBWSU.
You are doing a great job, Bob. Thank you so much. We are here at the Ginky Memorial. Obviously tell.
Some of the players that I am looking out and seeing in the field, I see Kevin Guimond playing Frankie Hernandez. I see Travis McKinney playing Keith Adamick. Mika's playing somebody that I can't see. Nelson Oliveira's out there. People from all over the place. Oh, I think Mika is playing Adam Smith.
And that's a winner side match.
Winner's side.
Well, Karen broke drive but didn't leave Mike a shot, so I guess Mike is just trying to figure out where can I put her where she won't run out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, pretty much anywhere. I mean, I won't be surprised if he ends up trying to, tie
Play a jump
something
shot.
up or. Gotta watch these players; they're sneaky.
That's a tricky little position. What would you do here?
Give it back.
Give
You
it
know?
back. Yeah.
We have Lionel Swanston, one of the Predator Tour players, saying hello to us in the chat. Hey, Lionel.
Lionel Swanston sounds familiar. And he's actually my buddy. He's a good guy. He's a very good guy. Always, whenever I'm at Q Bar and I run into computer problems, he's there to solve them instantly. He definitely knows his stuff too.
Uh-oh.
And Tony Iggy too. What's up, Tony Iggy?
Uh-oh. I don't think he got the distance he needed.
No. It's a little bit sketchy looking.
Oh.
Oh. I don't like it.
It almost looks like he can see the edge of the ball though.
Yeah, could be. Look at this. Ooh.
Yeah.
That was dangerous.
I think he's thinking, I'm up 7-1. Let's just see what happens.
Is
Wow,
Jason
he's
Shaw
just
still in
going.
the tournament?
I do not know.
He's calling it in the lower left-hand corner. That's a tough shot. That's a very, very, very tough shot.
All right. Karen says, thank you very much. I'll take it. Karen plays so good. She plays so good.
She is one of the greats, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Along with Allison Fisher, too.
You know how lucky we are to have so many in such close proximity? It's really crazy when you think about how many amazing pool players we have like at our fingertips here.
It's just that so many people love New York City, too. You know, it really is a beautiful city.
That it is.
Torsten was here today watching.
Why didn't Thorsten play?
No, I'm not totally sure.
I heard Thorsten hasn't been playing that much because he's just avoiding the smaller tournaments, you know, to stay focused in the bigger tournaments, because I think sometimes he feels like the smaller tournaments don't help him focus as much, you know?
Oh, okay.
And I can see that happening. You know, it is easy to become lackadaisical, but when you're in a groove and you're just used to focusing no matter what,
right,
you can pretty much play in anything. But you know, plus, you know, he doesn't get to come to New York often, so he gets to hang out a bit, you know.
Gotcha.
I appreciate him stopping by anyway. He signed the Ginky chart.
All right. See if Karen can emulate some of Mike Dechaine's break.
Let's see if the 8 or the 5 go inside. The 8.
This is nice. Almost.
Oh, no,
Wow.
no. Mike has jumped out of his seat. And he is taking a break.
While we take a break, why don't we have Gail thank all our sponsors?
All right. First and foremost, Tony and I would like to thank Predator Cues. Without Predator Cues, we would be very lonely. I like Predator. I like Predator Cues. So we'd really like to thank them. They've been with us since the beginning, and we can't thank them enough for all their continued support. We'd also like to thank Ozone Billiards, new sponsor to the tour this season. Delta 13 been with us since the beginning as well. Thank you, Delta 13, for all of your support. NYC Grind, we'd like to thank you for continuing to make such amazing coverage for everybody to see around the world. Thank you very much, NYC Grind, Allison, JT, Keith Diaz, and the rest of your staff, Mark Finkelstein as well. Master Chalk, Poison by Predator. Great cues. Actually, if you're a Predator fan, you can't maybe get to that price point. Poison is a great alternative to their product. Billiards Digest, Tony actually writes a column for them. AZ Billiards, AZBTV actually providing this live stream for you, co-sponsored by NYC Grind. We'd also like to thank Steinway Billiards. Steinway, thank you so much for hosting this event for us. This 3-day tournament could not be done without the space and the convenience of your room, as well as your continued support for the players. The players do love this room. It's a great action room. They've got Monday and Wednesday tournaments run here by William Finnegan, our tournament director. Manny, Anna, and George do a fantastic job of always making the players feel welcome. Who did I miss? Tri-State Tour. Oh my God. Hello, the other Tri-State Tour. We'd also like to thank the Tri-State Tour and the Mez Tour for co-producing this event with us since the
beginning.
Since the passing of Ginky, we all collaborated together and decided we were going to run a and John Lehman and Todd Fleetman of the Tri-State Tour, as well as Rick Shellhouse. And we'd also like to thank Ron Mason of Gotham City Technologies for being our techie help, as well as Rob Oman of PoolOnTheNet.com.
That's right.
Okay.
That was a mouthful.
We do have a great crowd here today. I love the crowd that we have. It's pretty awesome.
And I'll also give a quick shout out to giveaways from Fast Lenny at On the Rail TV and AccuStats. And we're going to get back to the action, guys. Mike is back at the table with ball in hand, with the score at 7-2.
Do you know if that 5-ball clears the 6? Can you tell from that from your vantage point?
It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah,
it does.
Passes.
Yeah,
okay.
It clears.
Okay, well, let's see if Mike can put it away and end this.
Oh, he knew it as soon as he hit it. Should have never taken that bathroom break. I should have just run out so I can run out the door. No, Pool Junkie was asking how did I meet Ginky. I met Ginky many years at Chelsea Billiards, and he kept coming up to me all the time. Can you teach me? Can you teach me? Can you teach me? It was so awesome. He started when he was 17 years old.
Wow.
How incredible was that? He became a top player in 7 years. Unbelievable. Remember one time he went to well, you know, Ginky's my son's godfather. He baptized him when he was a year old. So, but Ginky practiced the one time Chris Lynch was working a shift at Chelsea Billiards, and he went ahead and he watched Ginky practices break 13 consecutive hours.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Without a break. Never took a break.
What?
Very dedicated player. That's what made him so great. And Frank Wojo, how are you, buddy? It's been a while. How are things with you?
5 Angels.
Hey, Frank.
He says thank you for letting him know that Olga's okay.
Oh, yeah. Olga Gashkova, our KOD teammate, she's actually back in Ukraine, and so obviously we've been very concerned about her. She's actually on the west side of Ukraine, so a little bit further away from all the chaos, but they did have an incident in Odessa, so she is fine, though. A little nervous about everything, but she's a tough cookie. Let me tell you something. Olga's one of the toughest girls I know.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Sweet as apple pie, but tough as nails. And that's the ball game.
All right. Well, guys, thanks, everybody, for tuning into the stream once again. I'm Allison Fisher of NYC Grind here, helping Al run the show, and we will find out, are we going to have any more
let me go and check it. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I haven't seen a JT rolling around.
No,
he's usually like running.
Yeah, he's usually like here You see him here. You see him now. You don't, sort of thing.
He was wearing a white shirt, so I usually just see a blur of white.
Now we do have Danny Mastermaker putting his cue together.
Oh.
So, and for those of you who aren't familiar with Danny, he is a very strong player from Virginia.
He's got a relative that was in the amateur event, right? Joey?
His brother, yep, his younger brother Joey was in the amateur tournament.
Cool.